Well, I think there's been a big step change in China's progress on biodiversity in the last 10 years or so. I think what we've seen over the last few years is a real genuine understanding that the environment is important. This philosophy of ecological civilization, which has been promoted in China, and it's essentially an understanding that you cannot have a healthy economy without a healthy environment. And underneath that, I think we've seen a number of policy and legislative initiatives that show that it's not just a phrase. So we now have in China the first national parks. So we have 5 national parks announced in the first tranche, including Sanjiangyuan on the Tibetan Plateau, which is almost the size of England. It's a vast area, and there are plans now for, I think, 49 national parks by 2035. And that will make it the biggest national park system in the world. And these areas will be protected. On the legislative side, we've seen a strengthening of environment protection laws, we've seen strengthening of wildlife protection laws. China hosted the UN Convention on Biological Diversity negotiations at a critical time when more than 190 countries agreed on a new global biodiversity framework to try to slow, stop and reverse global biodiversity loss. And the first meeting of that process was held in Kunming in Yunnan. And I remember at that time, every newspaper, every TV news bulletin led with Kunming, biodiversity, nature. And I think that in itself really helped to raise the knowledge base and understanding about the importance of nature, and also how much nature China still has and celebrates that. People can be very proud of that. So I think hosting that event in itself had a huge impact on awareness and understanding. And then I think in addition to that, there are also a huge number of NGOs now springing up across China, all powered by very enthusiastic, passionate young people. And I think that's a really positive sign for the future.